Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investors Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I'll be doing the Sunday show. The crypto show, the charting show, the trading show, whatever you like to call it. It's the Sunday show and I'm back again. Um, Welcome everyone to the show. It's great to see that there's some people already here. Let me make sure we are live, which yes, we are. My Sensei crypto banner was acting funny, so I'll sort that out after the show. But welcome in, everyone. It's an exciting show. It's been a very bullish week on the stock market this week. We have broken out. We had two options. One was a short-term short trade with a very tight stop loss, which obviously has been stopped out. We'll have a look at the S&P. Let's see if it is this rally going to continue, or do we think we've put in the highs for now? So that'll be interesting to see the chart of the S&P 500. We're going to have a look at some stocks, some crypto. Yeah, and answer your questions. So yeah, this is going to be around 50-minute show. So do get your questions in. We're going to look at the CME Fed Watch tool as well, see what the probabilities are, because that's what I'm starting to see a bit concerning. Amazing. Let's go to the comments. Welcome everyone in, and then let's get into the show. If you have just joined, please do hit the like button. That would be amazing. Nick Webber was here first. Actually, Martyn Lucas's music channel was here. So, hello, Martyn. Nick Webber says, "Hey guys, hope you're having a great day." Thank you very much, Nick. We hope you are having the same. Henrik is here. Francesco is here. Francesco is here. Hello, Sensei, he says. Hello to you. Craig is here. Hi, Craig. Great camera angle. Looks great. Thank you very much. SBCE. Yes, we can look at some SBCE. We'll definitely look at SBCE. We might make a video out of SBCE on the charts. Thank you for reminding me. Up over 30% this month. Wow. It's amazing. You can see what you can do in these markets. You see what's oversold. You put your money where your mouth is, and that's what Martyn's done. He's led the way on his own portfolio. He's made some bold decisions which he thought felt right, and they've paid off amazingly. It's consistent work. 2 years building a portfolio, over 2 years building a portfolio, understanding what the markets are and when is the right time to deploy margin. And so yeah, congratulations, Martyn. It's been an amazing month, and you deserve every bit of it. Ed Spitzer says, my friend recently bought up Boink coin to me. I advise him not to purchase. Ed Spitzer, we've been talking about Boink for I think a month now, and since we've spoken about it, I think it's gone up 10,000%. Even before it was up 10,000%. So these meme coins, risky, but they pay off sometimes. Jordan, yeah, but I probably wouldn't start buying it now. Jordan I says, yes, Sensei, are you bullish on the markets this week? I'm noticing a lot of bearish commodity over the weekend, wanting the rally to ease off. I do think we are starting to be overbought. We'll look at the S&P 500, will give us a better idea of where we are going. Niels is here. Hello, Niels. And Jason Fallon says, good day, Sensei. Hello, Jason Fallon. We have MSK in the chat. Amazing. I love to see MSK here. Sensei, what do you think about SHIB? I think SHIB's due a rally. Again, I don't really care about a lot of the fundamentals of these coins. Obviously, SHIBA probably doesn't have any fundamentals. Let me just quickly look at SHIB. MSK is one of a good friend and member of the channel. So I'll just put in MSK as if that was the token in TradingView. Shiba USD. Let's try. We should make a coin called MSK. Okay, so Shiba has actually, because I've been looking at Shiba for a breakout. Yesterday it went up 20%. I think you are holding Shiba. Today is down 10%. This is what I was looking for. I had this drawn in. It was sort of the lows, obviously. We never came back to fully retest it. And then we're looking at this purple line for a breakout. So I think the next target, if the whole of crypto doesn't crash, which it can do at any moment. A lot of these altcoins are due rallies, and they can go higher. So I'll be looking at another move of maybe another 46% move up to come into this sort of range highs around 0.0000015, about a 40% move up from where it is, maybe in this coming month, and then that will be more high risk to hold the coin there. So yeah, let's go into let's see if there was SBC we're going to look at, and let's go back to questions. A month ago, but not a buy now. Yes, Ed Spencer, maybe a month ago would have been a good purchase. The one thing to remember about crypto is these meme coins that do go up, you might feel like you've missed out on them. I don't trade meme coins that much because my audience doesn't really like to. I might mention them here and there, but they are risky. But the thing about meme coins is not like the Shiba, because they've been around for a while now, so they're not as risky as these new ones that come here and there, Pepe, Boink, I don't know, God knows what. They will have a move of a 500%. It'll catch your eye, and then you'll be like, I'm not going to invest in this. It's already gone up too much. If it was a stock, then yes. If it was a main crypto, then maybe yes, don't invest in it. However, the meme coins, they can go up 500%, and that just means they have momentum. So sometimes I look at these meme coins that have gone up 500% and they have one pullback of 20%, and then I'm quite tempted to go in. And just like with Boink, I didn't have a position in it, but I did say these coins can keep going up. Boink was already up 1,000% or something, and I said this can keep going up. Went up another 10,000%. So it's very different with these coins. If it's got the momentum, it doesn't mean just because it's gone up 500%, 1,000%, it needs to have a massive pullback or it's finished. It can keep going up. Just keep an eye on the market cap. Once it surpasses 1 billion, 2 billion, then you're probably too late. You're most definitely too late. Hey, I'm blown away that I sold my 3 AVAX shares at $11. It's now $40 now. WTF, lesson learned. Yeah, I mean, if you weren't in profit, there's probably no point selling them. AVAX is now $40. It's $120. Obviously, it's a lot. It depends on the person and financial situations. And to anyone, $120 is a lot. But if the lesson is learned, then that means you might be able to make $1,200 in the future. So yeah, do take away as a lesson. Seth Houston, MSK is laughing. Seth Houston says also, and also Sensei, did you ever look more detail into the Sweat crypto token? I did not. How is it performing? I did like the look of it, to be honest. I don't really need to look in. If I like the look of it, then it's probably something I wouldn't mind having a bag of, because that's what most people will do. Is those initial thoughts. Is it a good? Do I like the thought? Do I like the idea? And that's what people go off. Let's see how it's performed in the last couple of weeks. I think we looked at it a couple of weeks ago. This week it's up 16%. So it's good. I haven't bought any. I'm very strict about what I'm doing with my cash at the moment. But congratulations if you're holding that, Seth. Neil says, you still expect a recession? I thought you forecasted that. Neil's, my prediction for the recession was beginning is Q1 of 2024 is what I've said for the last 6 months, I'd say. So yeah, do I still think it's then? Yeah, I think so. I'd expect so. I think the UK is going into. I saw news of maybe we're in a mild recession already. But yeah, I think Q1 of next year is a possibility. Again, I've been wrong before. I can be wrong again. I know most of the time I'm right. But again, nothing I say is financial advice. It's just my opinion on what I think. But I would say in Q1 of next year, there is a possibility. And in my thoughts, there's over a 50% chance that we will have a recession, or have had the recession, and the news will bring us down even more. MSK says, yes, I'm holding SHIB, and I know there is a solid burn of SHIB yesterday, but not quite what was promised. Yeah, careful what they promise. Let's go. Ed spits at hell. I thought Sheep was a meme coin, the OG meme coin, and yet is still around. I was very surprised to see. Yeah, some of them stick around. Doge sticks around. Shiba sticks around. What else is stuck around? Meme coin. Pepe is still trading. Yeah. Seth Houston says, "I hope so. I own 12,000 Doge." Yeah, I think Doge will do long term, and it will capitalize of those of the gains when people start coming into crypto and the meme aspect. Obviously, Doge can't do 100x like a lot of smaller meme coins can, but it can still produce a 20x, 10x. Neil says, you can always think that Doge can reach $1. It was close enough last cycle. Maybe it doesn't hit it this cycle, maybe it does the next cycle, but you can always assume that Doge will probably hit that $1 mark. Neil says, Seth says, what was that about? Neil says, all right, we'll see. Yeah, we will see. The time will tell. Seth Houston, nice. I currently have about 40 sweat and earn 3 tokens every day just by walking. It's dope. Oh yes, I do need to download the app. Seth Houston, these apps and normally have a referral. If you want to post one in the Discord or something, maybe some people join and maybe I'll join as well. Let me give the link to my Discord. Let me see if let me just put it on this screen for a second. Let's go back to this screen. I'm going to put the link to my Discord. If no one's joined the Discord yet, then please do. How do I do this? I think I have to go here. One second, guys. I've got Google Chrome isn't working for me today, so I have to play around with it to be able to. Oh, I can't do that either. Let's try it. Anyway, do post your questions in the chat. We're going to be looking at SBCE and then the S&P 500 and then some crypto tokens. This is really weird. I don't know why this isn't working. There we go. I've just posted the link to my Discord. I think everyone should definitely be on that if you aren't already. Okay, let's go back to the chat and then we will have a look at some charts. Dogecoin is the OG meme coin, right? Yes, it is. I hope, yes. So you're completely out of stocks now. Yes, I am, Niels. I'm out of stocks. I'm considering. Don't know if. I'm out of stocks. I need to make payments and other things. I'm considering selling a significant amount of my crypto as well. Not to do with the markets or anything. More because I want to have a fresh start. Take you guys along with the journey with me. Put the money towards other things and then start fresh. So that's something I've been considering. But for the stocks, it's mainly because I had good profits and I saw more risk than reward. Seth Houston says, and yeah, Niels, I started with Doge back in 2021 at the hype, average down to now just waiting on the profit to sell. Yeah, and Seth, you can understand that next time people come into crypto, a lot of them might come from Dogecoin again. That's normally how crypto starts. The hype comes, everyone starts talking about halvening. People don't really care about Bitcoin, but they've heard of Dogecoin. They get into crypto, and that will probably happen again. Maybe 2025. It's already sort of happening now, but not really. I think 2025 is when it's really going to when it's going to happen again. When the news of the halvenings coming and the Bitcoin cycles and the mainstream media picks up, especially if we have low interest rates then as well. And then it's primed for a run. So Doge is always going to be the one that people start with, or most people start with. So it's always a good hold. Seth Houston says, "Oh yeah, I'll post it. Amazing." I'm going to, yeah, so Seth's going to post in the Discord. So I'll share that out to everyone. You can put it in the general chit chat on my Discord and Martyn's Discord if you like. I'm going to be honest and well. I dropped my CGC at a loss and went back into 2-way, aka rubbish at Martyn Lucas Investor. I just trust 2-way more than my lottery ticket, Martyn. That says MSK. So do what you like, MSK. We will wish you the best of luck. We might joke around with you a little bit about it, but do what you think is right. Yes, post it in general chit chat, Seth. My green lottery ticket says MSK. I'm all in the Martyn Lucas overvalued stocks as well. No, I think Martyn's picks aren't as overvalued. I mean, they were bought when they were oversold. I mean, we did an analysis on it on my show as well. Enphase and Coca-Cola. If you remember, that was during when Martyn was on holiday and I was covering, and we were talking about the stocks at then, and we were seeing how they were oversold, and we were all picking up positions. So it's not as bad as the Apples and the Microsoft and the Googles at the moment. I think I haven't looked at Nvidia, but that was way overbought. If it's continued to make all-time highs, then that's ridiculous. I would expect that to really start coming down soon. They do well, says Niels. Good man, they're always, and that's always my issue, buying back too soon. Yeah, if you're out, you're out. And then you can always make the decision then. There's always opportunity. There will always become a point where there's a great opportunity. What's your opinion on the ecosystem around VVS? I don't really have an opinion on that. Neil says, any chance you can look at the PayPal chart today? I'm about to break even. Okay, let's get into the charts. We'll start with PayPal. Go on to the S&P, SBCE. Thank you all for joining. Please do hit the like button if you haven't already. It helps a lot. So yeah, let's get straight into it. PayPal is what we're looking at first. I don't have much technical analysis on this before. I've just got this 122 level, which has obviously been key. I must put this back before. It was a high, resistance, broke through, made all-time highs, broke through. This is your point to get out the stock when it retests that important trend line. 123 was retested, and then you go down. Okay, so now let's look at it. Let's see what the retrace was from the lowest ever to the highest point. Yeah, you've made your 78% retrace, so that's not important. Trying to see if there's any Fibonacci retracements we can pull, but not really. I think what you've mainly got going on here is a trend line here. Oh, you're nearly at break even as well. Okay, so you've got in probably around here, around the $50 level. Oh, sorry, you've got in around here, the $60 level. Something like that. I wonder if it's a parallel channel. Let's check. Not quite. Yeah, so just based off that trend line, as soon as you break it, you're going to start hitting targets for a smaller level trade if you want to take the trade. If anyone else is watching and is wondering how to gain a position, it's normally what you look for. Let me put in the different values first. So the reason I've put these white lines here is because they are take profit levels. And from what trade? The trade would be something like this. You have a breakout of this purple trend line here. You wait for the retest. It'll sort of retest at that $64 level, and then your trade is active. Your stop loss would be somewhere around 57, and then you'll start trading it up. And the trades would look something like this. It would be one trade, but you'll be taking profits along the way. So how many? We've got a few take profit levels, so let's do this a few times. So one profit level would be at the first take profit, so you'll take maybe 10%, 20% out, then another 20%, then maybe 40%, and then there. So you're sort of getting out the trade slowly but surely, but these levels, this is why I do trading and look at charts, because it gives you levels to get out. It doesn't mean one level you take everything out, it just gives you areas which is becoming more likely that it might not break through, it might turn around, so it'd be something like that. But in PayPal, in terms of just technical analysis, you probably don't want to do a trade on it. Those, if you want to take profits, then those levels might be areas you want to start taking profits: 70, 76, 88, 103. But I'd like to see the break of trend first to sort of say that we are continuing to go up, and the trend is changing, because all we're doing right now is just putting in lower highs and lower lows, which, as we know, you probably know it from my SBC analysis, it's not the best thing to continue doing that. If you sort of invert the chart, SBC is looking sort of the opposite. Not exactly, but you would see what I mean when I do it. Let's do this. Invert the scale. SBC is putting in higher lows, higher highs, meaning you're probably going to continue up. And in PayPal's case, if you continue up, you're continuing down. So keep an eye out for that. But if you do start breaking the trend, then there is significant upside for the stock. Let's see if there's anything else. The RSI is nothing important on the weekly. Let's go on the daily. Again, I mean, there's a gap fill here. I didn't see on the. So you are going to be attracted to this. So $72 is probably very likely, because you've got a gap, and obviously stocks like to close those gaps. So $72 is pretty likely, and even if we hit $72, it doesn't mean the trend will start going to the upside. It might do, because it's broken the other trend, but all it can be is a lower high, and then we continue downwards, but you've just closed this gap at, as you can see here, let's pretend this hasn't happened yet. You had a gap here, you went lower, you came and closed the gap, went a little bit higher as well, but the trend didn't change. You actually came back down and you put lower lows. So this is sort of the rally you're looking for here, to get to that sort of 76, maybe 73. So yeah, there is upside. It's just not the best chart I've seen. Seth, I've seen your post. If anyone does want to see it, it's on general chit chat on my Discord. I'm not going to put it up on the screen, not because, I mean, I don't know 100% if this coin in the future is going to be a scam or not. It doesn't seem like it. I've checked it out myself. It's in Discord. It's probably best it stays in Discord and we don't bring it on YouTube, just because we don't want to be flagged for promoting crypto coins and stuff like that. But it's on my Discord. There's nothing wrong with it. It'd probably be fine if I showed it. I want to keep the integrity of the channel, not start saying check out the, because obviously it's not what you've written, it's what the coin has written, which is good information. So yeah, it's the sweat token. We've talked about it 4 weeks ago. So if anyone wants to check it out, Seth had a referral link and it gives you extra steps, and the more you walk, the more tokens you get. So it's a great concept. I'm just not going to put it on the show. Okay, let's get into the S&P 500. The famous arrow from last week that didn't hold up. Let's look at the chat and we'll get into this. Um, okay. Average is 65. I think 120 is possible. Oh, PayPal, yeah. I mean, PayPal is, you saw the trend. You break the trend. What was that level, the main level? Let me just quickly check this. The main level 122. I can see that happening as well, and you saw that in the trade setup. What did you say can happen? 120, yeah. Main level 122. I can see that happening next year as well. Maybe we have a recession first and we go back to sort of $30 and then we hit 120, or maybe we don't have it and it just gradually goes there anyway. Came in late, which that was PayPal, Lance. Thanks for joining us. Do hit the like button if you've just come in, please. Posted about the link. Yes, thank you, Seth. Niels, Raymond says hi all. Hello to you. Sounds good, Sensei. Makes perfect sense. Brilliant. Thank you, Seth. Can you view the chart from SPCE? Yes, we will do. We're going to look at the S&P 500 first. Alibaba chart. I've been scared to ask Martyn about Chinese stock. Yes, do remind me if I forget. We're going to have a look at a couple of charts before that. But from my memory, Baba was looking like a high oversold. It's still one of the biggest companies, but the stock has been coming down. So I thought Baba was a good stock a couple of weeks ago. Let's see how that's doing. So if I do forget, do remind me again, Niels. I'd like to look at that. Okay, let's have a look at the S&P 500. How many people? Okay, so this is the S&P 500. This was the arrow indicating that we've been here before, considering... Oh no, this was... I think I had an arrow here as well from last week, but not in the weekly chart. These arrows are here to show the highs against the M2 and also the highs that I had identified. If you look at last week's show, I was about 50-50 if whether or not this will be a high, but it didn't end up being a high. We actually broke out. There was a small short trade. I don't know if I've still got it up. Tiny risk, quite a big reward. Obviously got stopped out, so that's a 1% loss, 2% loss, depending. But now we're moving up. The heart line was hit and breached. The heart line being this dotted line here. What we're on the way to sort of the actual parallel channel, 4800, which would coincide to sort of, will it surpass all-time highs? Yeah, so it's around that all-time high level. So that's the next level to really keep on watch. If we get there, do I see us surpassing all-time highs? I don't know. I just think it's obviously much more risky holding stocks here. I don't think. Yes, it can continue going up, but you would feel safer holding stocks when you buy them in a sell-off rather than holding them in this bull market. Is it realistically going to be like 2020, 2021? Are we going to continue like that? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be a smooth ride. So it's turning into a more high risk area to hold these stocks. Hence why I'm a bit more bearish midterm on this. So yeah, the S&P 500 is really approaching. Yes, it might have another 2% to all-time highs. Maybe it surpasses all-time highs, hit the trend line, another 1%. Maybe it goes up 10%. Maybe it goes up 10% and we hit all-time highs above $5,000 for the S&P 500. But the risk is really towards the downside. I mean, am I risking getting a 10% gain when there's also a 30% loss on the cards? And that's just bringing us down to lows, not even a severe recession, 2019 highs. Only 4 years ago, 2018, 2020, we were down about 50% from where we are now. So I don't think it's worth it for the 10%, especially on the individual stocks. I think if things come down, you can buy them for much better prices. I don't even see us going up 10%. Maybe we go up 2-3%, but I don't think it's worth it. Well, towards the technicals, the next real technical level is that 4,800 and then the parallel channel. Maybe we get there this week, maybe we don't, maybe we see a reversal this week and we start coming back down. We will see. There's not a trade to be taken right now. There's not even a low risk short, a low risk long. Nothing really to be taken right now in the S&P 500. It's just good to have a look at. Let's look at the S&P 500 over the M2. Maybe we're breaking out. Probably are. Yeah, and for the first time ever, this is the all-time highs for the money supply. So the S&P 500 against money supply, against how much money there's out there, we've made all-time highs this week. So that's looking good. That's at least broken out. And this last hour didn't turn into a high on the S&P 500 chart. So we've broken out on that. So the 2020 highs was the same as the 2021 highs, which was the same as the 2023 highs on the S&P against the M2. But now we've made all-time highs, so that's a significant achievement. Let's see how long that will last. The Nasdaq is probably broken out heavily as well. Yeah, that's very close to all-time highs. Again, no trade to be taken. I wouldn't be buying anything here. If anything, I'd be selling or holding. All-time highs on the Nasdaq. Maybe I'm wrong and this will be the best bull run ever and I'll miss out on it, but I'm fine with that. There's always opportunity, but I just see it being quite high risk at the moment. Let's look at crypto quickly. Got about another 20 minutes of the show left, so do let me know if you have any questions. Bitcoin, again, it hit that 44,000. I just see Bitcoin going sideways and eventually coming down. If the Bitcoin ETF comes out, maybe we see 48,000 and then we quickly come back down when the hype is over. And then long term, I see Bitcoin going back to 20,000. I think it's more sideways now. Going sideways is good for the altcoins. They will start coming back up. Ethereum 2,500 can happen. XRP, we're still looking for that $1. That's been going sideways, accumulating higher lows, which is good. Let's have a look at SPCE. This is what you can see how trading and charts really make sense on SPCE. We'll look at that now. Let's go back to the comments, see if there's anything. We'll be looking at SPCE now, so if there's any specific questions, let me know. Yes, do SPCE first. You have a big SPCE audience. No, I don't mind. It's a Sunday show. I can do what I like, Neil. We can look at Baba first if you like. But if you look at the bigger picture, isn't it more likely that the S&P holds the momentum? More likely that the S&P. Let's get back to the S&P. I'm in two minds with the S&P 500. That's the only thing that's keeping me back from saying yes, we're going to definitely go down. Is the momentum we are in. The only issue is we're overbought. The momentum's great, but then you start getting overbought on the RSI, which is not great. This rally, you've got all these gaps on the daily. Those need to be filled at some point, so it's going to happen sooner or later, so I don't know which one. So either way, probably coming down. If it's not in the next month, it might be within the next 6 months. I don't mind holding and earning 5% while I wait for that to happen. Um, I mean, the momentum's there. It's just how great is the economy? Is the economy the best it's ever been? Is there no risks at the moment? I think there is, and I just think it's more high risk to own it. Let's go to Baba. Oh, nice. We've got a little rally. Did we have any? I swear we had some. When did we look at this? Oh, I've got some lines from before we went on to dark mode. Breakout lines around the 56, and then we took profits around 120. Okay, so yeah, Baba is at a very low risk zone, complete opposite to the S&P 500. Let's get the rectangle. You can see that this is a much more low risk zone, all-time lows. Let's bounce from here once, twice, 3 times. Probably bounce again. The market cap of this company is now 186 billion. It's been as high as sort of 500 billion. It's doing much more revenue and profits than it was doing in 2015, like a lot more. And now it's valued the same. So again, that just tells you. I mean, if you look at alpha spread, uh, they're saying it's undervalued for what it is. Let me bring it up. 48%. Base case, worst case, it's still 29% undervalued. Let's look at the fundamentals of the company. You don't need to look at the charts apart from just seeing this is a very low risk zone. It's the lowest it's been. Best case, it's 64%. Base case, it's 48% undervalued, and worst case, it's 26% overvalued. Profitability is 57. Solvency is 62. That's a great solvency score. Pretty good profitability score. Got $87. That's its lowest forecast. Then you got 128, and then 1665. So yeah, revenue keeps heading up. Operating income is going up. Net income is going up. Operating cash flow is going up. Free cash flow is going up. I mean, it's compared to 10 years ago, 784% up. Compared to 10 years ago, they didn't even have. You can't even see its operating income, but from 7 years ago, the revenues increased 631%. So you can see how much it's increased, but the stock price is lower. It should be 600% up. Maybe not that much, but it can be. That wouldn't be crazy. So Baba is looking good for a long-term buy. In terms of trading, I wouldn't even bother. I'll just buy this long-term, but there's small line there that it needs to break out, and then you start going up again. But yeah, I'm not even going to bother looking at trading at Baba. Okay, SBCE. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button for SBCE. That's what we're going to look at now. Hello, James. Nice to see you too. MSK, Sensei Crypto Clips. Is crypto trading your full-time income generation or side job? For a while, it was full-time. I just think it's not the most healthy way of generating income, so I'm thinking of taking a step back from it all. Seth Houston says, gone over ETH today. Yeah, we had a quick look. I mean, it's 2,500 or 2,000 is the sort of the levels. It's the middle of no man's land, so I wouldn't trade it. Would like your view on its future for both short and long. Not sure what you mean exactly, but in sort of future, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Ethereum. I think it's expensive, slow. I'd like to put my money in other things, but Ethereum's always performed well. So for a bull run, I'd like to. I'd happily buy Ethereum $1,000 and less. Is ETH done, or is Sol going to take over? Do you think? I think Sol has a good chance of taking good market share from ETH. Um, I don't know if Ethereum's going to be the one. That's why I like to invest in a few things. It doesn't matter if I think it's going to if Solana's going to take over or not. I'll be diversified enough that if Ethereum isn't the winner, then my other tokens will be, and that they'll have much better gains. What do you think about Boink? We've already spoken about Boink. Neil, does it always have to fill gaps? At one point, 95% of gaps are filled. James says, check out Bobcoin. Okay, new coin. Actually, I think I had Bob like a good year and a half ago. Let's see. Oh wow, here we go. Bob goes. Here we go. Thanks, James. I see you're trading the meme coins. I wish I was doing it with you. Bob, I think this was around the same time as Pepe. Let's see. What can I see Pepe on? Let's try. Yeah, Bob's looking good again. Yeah, I mean, they're meme coins. You just passed all-time highs. It's probably going to go up 1,000%. It might do. I just don't know. It probably will. I'm just not too bothered about it right now. But thanks, James, for bringing it to our attention. How much is it up today? 18%. How much has it been up this week? 145%. Last week, 413%. Yeah, it's got the momentum. We'll have a look at it. Let me add it to this meme coin watch list. Again, someone asked about Boink. That's Boink on the weekly. We were looking at it. I think James was here and bringing it to our attention a good 4 or 5 weeks ago. Around here. From that point, it's sort of up 800%. And that was just surpassing its. You could say that Bob is at the point where Boink was over here. Is Bob going to make it? Is the momentum still going to be there? If it is, then Bob can do the same thing. If we've sort of topped out in the meme cycle that we always have, then maybe Bob won't see this. But I think Bob can. It's got a good ticker. It's probably got a good audience behind it. It's definitely got the momentum. Neil's, does it always have to fill? Yeah, we've talked about that. My average is 88. I have an order ready for 62, but it looks like we've bottomed out. I think you'll talk about Bob. My average is 88. I have an order ready at 62. I mean, it's still making lower highs, lower lows, so it can come down there. It just doesn't really matter. Do you mind holding it at 70, 74, 60, 62? They're all in the bottom out range. What you're sort of looking for Bubba is like $100 plus, so doesn't really matter. Just put some buy orders all around. What do you think of GETR? GETR. Get around. Okay. I mean, this is the chart for GETR. What is there to say? It looks like an absolute joke. There's no technical analysis. This is just $28 million market cap. Looks like what's the company called that we love? Mullen. I wouldn't bother. If you really like the company, you want to take a big risk, then go ahead. But there's no technical analysis for me to do. I have no thoughts on it. Thank you. Thanks, Raymond. Yes, best time of week, SBCE. Thank you, Zach. Say we are going to get onto SBCE now. I sold my. Sorry, let's bring this back up. I sold my Boink for an over 85x this week. Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations, James. See what can happen with crypto. Imagine the true bull market of 2025. What we can be doing. Sensei Crypto, what are you thinking of doing outside of crypto? What am I thinking? I mean, a few things. I mean, my degree is in chemistry and um, earth sciences, so basically like geology. So oil and gas, mining. There's a lot of different things that interest me. Boink, boinking a lot. That's MSK. For some reason, I'm in love with the platinum token. I fell in love with the platinum token. Only have one share, but I'm always toying with myself whether to just break even or a small profit. Don't quite know what that is. James says, "Lol, maybe I should make my own YouTube channel. I think Bob is a mini boink. Who knows? It's a gamble." Yes, again, it is, but they pay off well. You should make your own YouTube channel. Good luck, James. We'll all follow you. Thanks, James. Okay, we've got Martyn in the chat, and he's got a poll for us. So I think everyone should definitely click on it, and let's. Palladium token equals ETH. I call it silver. Yeah, do what you like with beef. Holding one is good. Platinum. Let's see the poll. Okay, we've got a poll about the prediction. Where do you think will we end this year up, down, or will we crash from here? So do click on the poll and let's get voting. Let's have a look at SBCE. Shall we have a look at SBC, or shall we save it for a call in with Martyn tomorrow? Shall we look at SBC? I mean, this is the crypto charting show, so I don't have to look at SBCE. What have I done? The gold token is Bitcoin. Oh, the golden token. Oh, you're talking to James. Yeah, James will give all the tokens now. He's the king of it all. It's not me. I'm not Sensei Crypto. James is. Oh, it's sometimes called that's the ETH investors. Oh, I didn't know. I also think Shiba can move soon. It's been quite flat. My kind of chart to buy. Yeah, Shiba looks good. Neil says, "What's the golden token then?" The golden token is watching the show every week and understanding how market participants trade in crypto, how meme coins are different to normal coins, how the top 10 coins trade differently to the other coins, what the sentiment means, how charts relate to crypto as well, and just getting that real sense for it. And then when you're ready and you think you know how it works, then you can start chipping away, buying some, ready for a big bull market ahead. Um, Otherwise, even if you make a lot of money with these meme coins, if you don't what's the word? If you don't control your sort of emotions with it, you can lose it just as quickly. So if you put a lot of time, effort, and thought into it before, you're less likely to just not care about the money or get into the gambling temptations and start trading really fast and putting your money in a lot of different meme coins and then start losing at the end. If you've put a lot of time, energy, and effort into it, then you're more likely to want to take the profits, be more sensible with it. So quick money normally goes quickly as well. So yeah. Raymond says SBC, please. Bitcoin is gold. Yes. Did any of you contact CEO Jeff to buy the gold mine? I bought 1,000. I didn't. I bought $1,000 convertible note. I instantly made 10%. That's amazing. I would if I could. I just don't have the money for it. I'm putting my money all somewhere else right now, paying off some things. Congratulations, Martyn. Did anyone else contact the CEO Jeff? Most people make a lot from these memes, but no one likes to sell. Got to show the bag. Yes. Everyone then starts looking at the next thing. I mean, it's possible in meme coins that it continues going up for a while, but at some point you do have to sell. At some point you do have to take the profits and put them into something that matters, not just numbers on a screen. Same with stocks. You've got a big portfolio, seeing numbers go up, it doesn't mean anything. There's no point being excited. You can lose it all and the world comes to an end, or terrible news comes out. You can lose it all and you have nothing to show for it, apart from one day you had these numbers on a screen. Plus, in 90 days after IPO, I get 25% discount of the price of the stock when I convert it to the stock. So it's great. It is truly a great deal. And I do want to thank Martyn for bringing people like this to the channel and giving us all the opportunity to. I mean, even the biggest channels on YouTube can't even do this, but Martyn has done that for us. So it's an amazing deal. Thank you, Martyn. And I wonder if anyone else did take advantage of that. Of course, Niels and Martyn, I want to, but I don't have that kind of money for it. Did Niels do it as well? Chems and Wokjak also looking good. Good luck to you, James. Love the jumper, Sensei. Thank you very much, Niels. No, it's not Niels, James. I bet Niels was thinking the same thing. I have no understanding of gold mines. I barely understand crypto. Okay. I think we're going to leave the SBC chart to tomorrow's show. I'll call in, we'll make a video about it just because there's no need to cover it now. It's nothing too important. I mean, I think it was Raymond who really wanted to see. I mean, we hit resistance, but we're still at support. Made that higher high, the most important higher high. We've got big higher targets. Is it buy, sell, or hold at the moment? It's a hold. Hold, sort of on the verge of sort of like sell, hold, just because we're at this like resistance level, but it's more. It's definitely not a buy, but it's the chart is looking good. Let's put it that way. I don't want to panic anyone, but it's looking good. Higher lows, higher highs. What we're talking about. It's looking good. We're breaching levels. The chart is looking good. What we want to see this week is a breach of 268. And then we have quite a good shot of hitting 373. There's literally nothing here. Resistance-wise, really not much. There'll be a couple levels to take out, be that low over there. I mean, $3 is next if we break the 265. $3 is next, and it's 370. And then it gets a bit more risky holding SBC. But for now, it's looking great. Ah, yes, that's changed again. Thank you, Martyn. Thank you, Martyn, for that top tip. Nothing jump for Sensei. Thank you, Niels. I knew you were thinking it. James says, crypto is hard to understand in my opinion. It's quite nerdy. Yeah, I mean, it's not as much as like you need to understand crypto as you need to understand market participants and sentiment. I think that's the most important thing in crypto. You even need to know what the crypto is, what the tokens are, and how the blockchain works. I don't know too much about that. Obviously, I've got a pretty good understanding of it, but I don't know the ins and outs. I just know how coins react. I know sentiments. I know about the cycles. That's more important than knowing how the blockchain works. You will see all comments. I hope I've not missed a comment. My SBC average is 289, so happy. So above that, I'm happy. Yeah, we can get above that this week. You will see your messages. I think I need to bring this up a bit. Sensei, please welcome 3 members to see them change chat to fan funding. I can't see. I don't have that option, unfortunately. What is blockchain? Does anyone use it? Lots and lots of people use it. It's going to change the world. That sounds sarcastic, but I actually mean it. Niels, I understand it as the brains of crypto where everything is on display. Yes. Don't know if I can see the new members. Fortunately, I don't think I can. Okay, I think one more thing I want to show you and then we'll wrap up the show. Fed fund rates, the meeting probabilities. There seems to be there's the market has completely changed. It's not pricing in at all any more rate hikes, which me and Martyn have said for a long time now. But what's concerning in my eyes, maybe people will disagree, is how quickly the market is anticipating rate cuts. The issue is, I forgot what year, is it 1970s or something like that, when inflation was really high, interest rates went up, brought interest rates down, inflation went back up again. That's the one thing that they really want to avoid. And it seems like the market has forgot about that, because the next meeting in January, it seems like there's a 10% chance of cutting rates. But more concerning, in the next meeting after that, there's a 62.7% chance, or the market's priced in a 62.7% chance that there's going to be a rate cut. And then the meeting after, a 52% chance that another rate cut. Meeting after, 48% chance of another rate cut. The meeting after that, another 41% chance of a rate cut. And then it looks like they're starting rate cuts really quickly and they'll be cutting every meeting. Yes, they might start cutting every meeting, but are they going to start as soon as January or March? I don't think so. And when the market realizes that, I don't think the market's it's not going to react well. Once they start seeing that there's not going to be rate cuts in those first 2 meetings, which I don't think there will be, unless the economy starts collapsing or banks start collapsing or something else. The labour market, there's a lot more unemployment. I think they're going to hold it off as much as they can, and if the market sees in the next 2 meetings that there's not going to be a rate cut, then we might have an issue. And again, remember, a lot of the recessions and the market downturns, I was looking at this the other day, they happen not when rates are going up or not when they're paused, but when they start cutting. Just around when they start cutting is when the markets start falling down. So yeah, it's interesting to see no more rate hikes, anticipating it's just a steady rate cuts. So that was interesting. Let's finish up the show. Let's put on the ending music. Who even uses Ripple? I don't understand it for transactions. Thanks, James. Not sure why it would change the world there. It will. Believe me, Niels, it will. Seth Houston. I'm with you, Niels. I have a general knowledge of crypto details, but don't ask you to explain it. It makes more sense in my head. I'm with you, Seth. Just checked in. I'm back in Hilton Head in South Carolina again. Rain. Thank you, Stephen, for popping in. I hope you are well and enjoying it, even though it is raining. Stephen, what's up, man? It's raining here too, Maryland. It's not raining in the UK, which is surprising. Brilliant. Amazing. Thank you, everyone, for joining. If you haven't already, do hit a like on the way out. And if you haven't subscribed, do please hit that subscribe button. I'll be calling in on the show. We'll be discussing SBC a bit more. But it's come up to the hour and we're ending the show. So thank you all for tuning in. I enjoy doing these shows, giving you my thoughts. We'll have a look at Bob next week. It's up 22% today. We didn't have Smithy in the chat today. Maybe we'll see him again next week. Anything else? Feel like Sensei Crypto don't know what crypto is either. Niels, no, I don't know. Crypto? What is crypto? What is the blockchain? What is XRP? I have no idea. If only there was a course which I could learn it all. Bitcoin not on a verge of breakout. XRP's flat on the day. Ethereum's flat. Waves is up 17%. Someone was asking about ETH earlier. It's in the middle of two zones. 2,200, 2,600 is the upper bound. 1,800 is the lower bound for now. Okay, brilliant. Thank you all for joining in. Great show, thanks Sensei. Neil says jokes, learns a lot from you. Thank you, Niels. You had me for a second. Just hit the like just in time. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Julian. Play out music a little quiet. Let's turn it up for the last second. Take care of your money, take care of your crypto, take care of your stocks, take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you.